market day in Zhouhe, rural Sichuan, traditional social networking. The only Twitters here are in a basket. But this roadside office is in fact a cog in a high-tech hub, one that's trying to connect the likes of offline Chinese pig farmers with a new online community of global microfinanciers.
Right now, we don't have enough money to lend. We're actually waiting for repayments to come in so that we can relend. The demand is big.
Demand is growing across the country as tens of millions of unemployed city factory workers are returning to the hinterland. But China's microcredit industry is underdeveloped, and under current legislation, lenders can only work with donations. In this global economic crisis, however, donor fatigue abounds. Plus, China, with its growing economic clout, is no longer regarded as a country in need, which away from the cities is simply not the case. This dilemma wasn't lost on development economics graduate Casey Wilson. While studying Chinese in Beijing back in 2006, the idea for Wokai or I Start was born after brainstorming with a fellow US student. Facebook was clearly an inspiration.
Technology allowed us to, instead of having these ideas of these large concepts of China or the rest of the world, really breaking it down to that end individual and connecting people that were from diverse backgrounds all around the world that had opportunities to kind of help those have-nots on the other end.
Down on the farm with the have-nots, Wokai must work with government-registered local field partners which administer the funds. The partners' costs are covered by the interest payments of between 16 to 20%.
The majority of our funds come from projects of international organisations and government donations. When the farmer pays back a loan, we'll lend it out again immediately.
Here back in March, the loan officers from Zhouhe make their first visit to a potential Wokai borrower in nearby Shanxi village. Xu Guixiong has spent her savings on building a rabbit breeding compound nearby, and she now needs $450 for pig feed to see her through until October, when they'll be fat enough for the market. The lenders take notes, but they'll also ask around the hamlet to see if Miss Xu can be trusted.
For sure. Some will speak good and some will speak bad. Then we can make our own opinion. Basically, in every village we can find someone who knows everybody.
The loan approved, Xu Guixiong's photo and profile is emailed to Wokai in Beijing, where they're posted with others on the site to attract contributions. It's important to underscore that neither Wokai or the contributors make a cent from microfinance. All donations go to borrowers. Wokai relies on other donations and sponsorship to cover its current $15,000 per month running costs. Down at her rabbit compound, Miss Xu is also thinking about her own costs. Since she borrowed $450 for pig feed in March, meat has plummeted. A kilo of pork is now cheaper than a kilo of apples.
The piglets now sell for between 14 to 16 yuan per kilo. When you came last time, we were getting 30 to 32 yuan per kilo. But I'm not that worried. If I can't make it profit, that's life.
In the meantime, she's paying back her Wokai loan as promised. Wokai's plan by 2012 is to grow 60-fold to fund over 6,000 projects, raising some $2 million from 17,000 online donors. To achieve this, Wokai needs to attract strong management talent, not to mention establish sustainable revenue streams of its own.